Hey all, welcome once again to another day, another story. Today's day 421 of Chandigarh to Australia cycling trip and day 27 of cycling here in West Bengal. Chapter 1, setting out from Cooch Behar. So this city is Cooch Behar and I am on my way to Meghalaya. Today we will enter to Assam and cross the Brahmaputra River, and that is from Dhubri in Assam to Fulbari, which is in Meghalaya, and we will cross it using a boat. It will be 25 kilometers long journey in a boat, that's too with the locals. But today let's cross West Bengal while enjoying the rural life and enter to Assam. So last night I slept on this Indian oil pump, which I found with lots of difficulties and struggle. Started my ride saying them goodbye this morning. Locals were also starting their day. Chapter 2, morning scenes from rural West Bengal landscape. While I am riding, let me share something interesting about Cooch Behar. It is a city which is highly populated, where 833 people are living in each square kilometer, and which is almost double of the national average of 464 person in each kilometers. Out of this, 25% population of Cooch Behar is Muslim, which is almost double of national average of 14%. First milestone of the day, Guwahati 345, and this is Tufanganj, which is written in Bengali, 16 kilometers from here. Moreover, weather is very nice, pleasant. It's not hot, it's not cold. I'm really enjoying the ride. I saw two friends were standing outside a temple. I saw two white birds in a pond which is half dried. Started feeling hungry to having that samosa which I purchased yesterday. Here in West Bengal, I have observed that the locals, they tie their animals with the rope in the open grounds, and usually they do it in the morning and they take them back home in the evening time. So throughout the day, those animals are tied up there with the rope and grazing the grass in that area. This man is screwing that wooden block in the different parts so that every cow has got its own share and they don't run away to the fields. This woman is taking the goats to a place where she can tie them with the rope and they can keep grazing the grass in that area. That is another woman coming up with more goats. She will do the similar kind of thing. It's a huge ground. I saw a mother on a bicycle going to drop her baby to the school. Here in this part of West Bengal also, they have this culture of making the ponds nearby their houses. A woman was walking on the path which was made between these ponds. I also saw a local who was going somewhere on a bicycle. Another woman was sweeping outside her house. And let me tell you, I love such greenery which is there in Odisha and West Bengal. That is so amazing and unique. A woman was spreading the wheat crop on a plastic sheet with her feet. There was a big pond, and behind that pond I saw two Muslim men. They were walking with their bicycle. A farmer was sowing the seed in the field which was near his house, and a woman was crossing the road. Another farmer was pushing a cart to his farms, and the locals, they were traveling there with the bicycle. Local women with their children walking to the farms for working, and a cow was tied up with a rope grazing the grass. There was another woman, she was walking back home, and there were two children, they were walking with a spade in his hand. I'm surprised to see this building and this kind of a island like looking place in the middle of the water. If you see, that's a kind of a river. This is within that. Can you imagine this? Just roadside, one hut, this kind of a feed collected for the cattle. There is a plant and these two trees. They are looking so awesome that I cannot stop myself stopping here. I am loving it. It's so beautiful. I saw a group of men and the women, they were making the brick at brick kiln. As per that milestone, Tufanganj is 5 kilometers from here, and it's a very strange name for a city or a town. I'm really very keen to know why it is called Tufanganj. Maybe if you can answer this question would be great. I saw a woman, she was standing outside her house, and I saw a man who was walking on a path which has a temple made with the tin sheet. He was going to his village. There were two farmers, they were removing the weeds from his farm with the help of some tool and a truck which was standing on a stone crusher plant. I saw two women standing with a kid under the shadow of a tree and a statue of Kali Mata inside a temple roadside. I also saw a woman, she was shifting soil with the help of a basket into her house. There was a street hawker who was selling the blankets on his bicycle. That is the lotus flower, this one here. I have seen them after a long time. They're looking really beautiful. So these were few amazing views from the landscape of West Bengal. Chapter 3, Unexpected Encounter and Roadside Hospitality. I was simply riding, having no clue what was going to unfold next. So arrived at Tufanganj. Railway station will be on the right, and this is how it looks like. City will be on the left. At a point, these boys stopped me. So when we were talking, a man asked me to come with him and have breakfast. I accepted his offer and we went to a roadside stall. I took his place, so I gave him the biscuit. This dog was sleeping here where I put my bicycle. So while sitting there, I had 2 paratha with sabji and a cup of tea. The bill of this food was paid by
Samir Das.
And not only this, see what he did.
मेरे से है छोटा, ठीक है, रख दीजिए.
And you know what he does?
मैं स्कूल टीचर हूँ, योगा इंस्ट्रक्टर भी हूँ.
He is the vice president of ABYSF, which means Akhil Bharatiya Yoga Shikshak Mahasangh. This was the time when I thought to ask that $100 question. इनका नाम तूफान क्यों पड़ा है?
क्योंकि यहाँ पर गर्मी नहीं है, 2-3 दिन बाद बहुत गर्मी हो तो अचानक तूफान आता है, इसलिए तूफानगंज हो गया इसका नाम.
ये मजाक तो नहीं कर रहे?
नहीं मजाक,
ये सच है?
सच में.
Goodness.
यहाँ का टेम्परेचर 36-37 तक उठता है, उसके बाद तूफान के बाद बिल्कुल ठंड हो गया.
ये सब गर्मियों की बात कर रहे हैं. सर्दियों में ऐसा नहीं.
सर्दी में ऐसा नहीं सर.
Wow, what a name. Thank you, Dada. Thank you so much. Chapter 4, Journey to Assam border. So saying him goodbye, I started the ride towards the Assam border. But while crossing a river, this view made me stop and I kept looking at them. If you see, it was a long shadow on my left as the sun was still rising on my right. The time was 9:30 am. Do you know the best thing about cycling in West Bengal? It is full of greenery. Doesn't matter you're riding on a village road or you're riding on the highway. Here the roads are very green, unlike Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Those were the dry places. It was a sunny day today, so all the locals were drying their bedding, their cloths in the sunlight. Like, look at this woman. She will be putting those bedding and the winter clothes on this plastic sheet. Name of this place is RASIK, Rasik Mill, Haripur, which is after few steps. I mean the paddles. That's the local vegetable market here. Is it the trailer of upcoming movie of Assam? Is it something like Assam will look like? Hope not. Something very interesting. If I go straight, that is the Assam-Bengal border, not very far. This is the place where the checkpost will be. This is the kind of a borders has been made here in India. They are overlapping to each other at many places. So my plan is to go to Assam. From there, I will enter to Meghalaya. This is the border of Meghalaya. I'll go to this place named as Tura. So let's see how far I have to go to reach there. So that will be 151 kilometers, and this is the border of Meghalaya and Assam. The largest crop of this area is paddy, the rice, and this is the season when they are cutting the rice or the paddy crop from the farm. I saw 2 friends, they were sitting and taking care of their crops, and there was another farmer who was going to his farm by walking on the path which is next to a pond. There were few locals in front of a tea shop. They were sitting under the tree and sipping the tea, and a woman was providing water to her kettles or animals. I don't know what should I call it, but whenever I see that indicates how poor the people of these areas are. These houses are made with the metal sheets. If not the metal sheets, they are made with the grass or the bamboo sticks. In this area, all the houses are made this way. After riding few more kilometers on this highway, I came across a beautiful scene. So there was a boy who was riding a donkey or a boat which was made with the bamboos. And he was standing over it and rowing it with the help of a long bamboo. As per the signboard, Nalbari is 248, Bizni 154, Guwahati 321, Rangya 266. So I'm very close to the Assam border, few more kilometers. They buy this wood and dry it and then they burn it, use it for cooking as a fuel. A goat with her babies was going to cross the road and the locals were commuting on the bicycles. Chapter 5, Entering Assam, a unique border crossing. Soon, I arrived at a gate which looks like a mushroom initially and like an umbrella later with many statues on the pillar under that umbrella. And yes, this was the gate for entering to Assam. Here, on this side, over a pillar, they have made a temple, and on another pillar, they have made the mosque. So, which is a kind of a symbol of Hindu and Muslim unity. As there was no checkpost and there was no signboard, and also there was no change into the landscape, which made me confused. Either I have really entered to Assam or not. Because I was confused if it is the border, so I'm checking it out, and that is so true. I just crossed Assam Bengal border and I am in Assam right now, if you can see. Oh goodness. It was so foolish. Nothing was there. So finally, welcome to Assam. Very strange kind of a border. It makes me feel all the borders are bullshit. They are just dividing the state and the people. You are Assamese, I am Bengali. Nothing else. There is no other use of a border other than this, except some administrational kind of a thing or political kind of things. For the people, borders are bullshit. Check. What changes? Nothing. Literally nothing changes. Everything is same. Same. All same. Assam's first petrol pump. These are the first few shops after crossing the border. Lots of trucks are there. They use it for making the second petrol pump, which is Indian Oil. It's selling the fish in that. Agomani is the next place where I'm reaching. Beautiful scene. That's a small patch of a water body. There are the birds, white birds. They are inside the water, and lots of cows around that. And if I show, see how far I am from there. And it's a beautiful view. Check this. Taken the shelter here under this and having something to eat. It's a stone crushing site. Very noisy is because of that crane. Maybe if it stops working, then it will be fine. That is the road which is going on. Most of the time you will see the e-rickshaws, some motorcycles, bicycles. No heavy traffic, nothing. This boy is tied up here by the owner. And see how cute he is. So in the lunch, I'm having this YY Nepali version of the Maggi, and this is almost ready. You can simply eat it directly. The cost is 10 rupee. It comes with this taste enhancer, which is basically the spices, and this oil. So simply mix it and eat. If you wish, you can add some water, make it like a soupy one, or you can cook it also. Nice smell, you know, what a fragrance it has. I am loving it. So these are the 2 packets of YY which I am having. This is the hot water which I have mixed. Wow, I think something we can make here in India also. Amazing in taste. I'm loving the taste, man. It's made really nicely. Just perfect. Tura, which is in Meghalaya, 126 kilometers. So to reach there, I have to go to Dhubri, and then I will enter from there to Meghalaya. I might come to Assam from Guwahati or via Shillong, and then I'll go to other places accordingly. Chapter 6, Gauripur, a spiritual interlude and divine intervention. After the updates to iOS 18, my phone screen stopped responding, and as guided by one of my friend working with Apple Store, I reset everything, and in this process, I lost all the data, including the today's footage. Somehow, I could manage to reach Gauripur. I went to a pump, and as per the guidance from the pump owner, he suggested me to go to a nearby Shri Narsingha temple in Gauripur. So with the help of locals, finally I could find the temple. I went there and spoke to the priest. He called up to the trustee, and they gave me the permission to stay there. So that night they provided me a room with the bedding, and I also got a chance to participate into the evening aarti. There in that room, I had a very nice sleep, and this is how the day came to an end. Tomorrow, we will enter to Meghalaya by crossing Brahmaputra. Today, I have covered a distance of 69 kilometers at an average speed of 12.6 km per hour. My expenses for the day were only 20 rupees, which I spent on those 2 packets of YY which I had in the lunch. Breakfast was provided by Samir Das brother, and for the dinner that night, Panditji gave me some fruits to eat. What did I learn today? today. I have learned that borders are meaningless. They are actually bullshit. These are the kind of lines which are drawn on the map, which are leading us to discriminate by having different labels on us. It is like you are a Bengali, he is Asmi, somebody is from Garo, somebody is Khasi, somebody is from North, somebody is Marathi, and I am a North Indian, you are a South Indian. These kind of identities often become a source of division rather than the unity. When we have the labels like this, they don't make us special. They either make us feel superior or make us feel inferior. Why can't we simply live without them? Why can't we simply identify ourselves as Indian beyond these regional boundaries or regional identities? Maybe you can help me to understand this better. Write your thoughts about it in the comment section. What do you think about it? I would really love to know your point of view on this, because after traveling almost 90% of India, I have realized that I don't see any reason to divide ourselves. That's all for now. If you want to be the part of my journey and want to hear to this kind of incredible story about incredible cycling journey around the world, then subscribe to my channel World Wanderer Cycling on a Budget and hit the bell icon so that you get the notification of my videos first. It was a day which made me think, why am I here? And it happened when I was crossing Jaldapara National Park. All the time I was thinking, what shall I call it? Shall I call it most beautiful or shall I call it most dangerous? But luckily by the end of that day in that video, I got somehow some clarity on it. I'm giving you the link of that video here on this side. So after this video, you go and watch that also. And those who have supported me on my journey, their names are given here. Please read them and say them thank you on my behalf. That's all for now. We will meet in Meghalaya with some new information and new learning. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.